serve well and with honor.
No. No.
Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
Oh, what's up? Didn't see you there. Let's make a video. Oh my god. I just made the whole video and forgot to hit record. Superhero films are like Twitch dots, right? They're loud, they're flashy, sometimes a little aggressive, and they get all the attention, right? They kind of remind me of spoiled kids because they get away with everything, and next thing you know, they rile up some people with the bare minimum IQ on Twitter, and one thing leads to another, and boom, just like that, they're nominated for prestigious awards. Really? Best Picture? Really? But once in a blue moon, a hero, an intellectual, a savior comes out, right, with the balls to educate their followers as to why some superhero films are as shallow as the chicks on OnlyFans, right? I'm sorry, did I trigger some of you guys? It's okay, just go grab your mom's credit card and go pay for pictures you can see on Instagram. That will make you feel better. Even though you've constantly been given mediocre movies over the years, you've come to accept them, right? This is called life. It's like telling your parents that you wanted to be an astronaut or an engineer or a doctor when you grow up, or get a real job. I mean, what even is a real job, right? I mean, right now you're on Instagram promoting your affiliate code for that fucking Fitbit to your 1,500 followers, trying to get, you know, that $6.15 right at the end of the week. I'm sure that's worth it. So the usage of highly complex and scientific words like nanotechnology, quantum, or gravitational nano... gotta read the script, okay? Gravitational nanolight Einstein relativity to the speed of the paradoxical universe, or just some stupid sciencey shit like that to throw off the audience, alright? Because let's be real, who's gonna question that? Exactly, no one. I mean... Just look on social media. People are even too damn stupid to wear masks. Right? Bold of you to assume the same intellectuals who think 5G caused COVID-19 are going to question these things. So most characters, when explaining how they managed to time travel or create some stupid portal to open up another dimension, or perhaps the most overpowered suit that was made by some magical metal that fell into Earth, they just integrate these absolutely scientifically accurate words into the mix, throw in a pinch of decent acting, and boom, just like that, you managed to even throw off your smartest of audience, right? I mean, not only did you just confuse the anti-vax moms, but you've confused your regular audience as well, right? Congratulations. This is like when you start mumbling some holy words for like 5 minutes to an hour, depending on how much you've sinned for the week, and at the end you feel great, you're one with God, and boom, just like that, you've punched your ticket into heaven. Limited stock though, better hurry up. Weird ass powers, okay? So now there's no denying, over the years, superheroes can do some pretty cool shit. Especially now that they've integrated the element of technological advancement to aid that. But can we talk about Iron Man just for a second? Why does he fly like that? What is this crap, right? It feels so weird and awkward, and he kind of looks like Riley Reid trying to balance himself while doing it reverse cowgirl style. You're kidding me? You couldn't just put a jetpack and be done with it? That would have been so much cooler. But it gotta be accurate to the comic. Miss me with that, right? Miss me with that. Your general audience is barely smart enough to decipher your complex plot, and you're telling me you have the audacity to think that they actually read? What's wrong with you? If they can use the BS nanotechnology suit in Infinity War, you're telling me that putting a jetpack on Iron Man's suit is the bigger problem here? Just miss me with that bullshit, right? So as cool as Thor is, aka the strongest Avenger, and I stand by that, you're telling me he gets struck by lightning and he gets his hair done and gets his suit? What's going on here? This is dangerously close to Supergirl 1984 when she came out of the water and magically had a suit on. And speaking of Thor, you guys remember his sister? Exactly, neither do I, right? Unless you're that small pool of audience who loves terrible villains. I'm sure you remember her odd powers like magically summoning weapons. I mean, this is just dangerously close to Superman's world rebuilding powers in Quest for Peace. You kidding me, Marvel? You really think you were gonna get away with that? I mean, let's be honest, no one pointed it out, but then we have T'Challa over here drinking some purple cum to gain the powers of the Black Panther. You're telling me you have this entire garden of magical purple flowers in Wakanda and not one person from Wakanda has, came in and, out of curiosity took the flowers and, tried the powers of the Black Panther? I mean, come on, it's the most prestigious thing you have in Wakanda next to vibranium, and you just leave it in the garden for anyone to steal, right? Rather than, extracting the juice, putting it in some container and locking it up in some bunker. No, it's just out in the open. Okay. At least Steve Rogers got injected with actual steroids like a real man. Then we have people like Black Widow and Hawkeye, right? No powers, just regular ass humans, no steroids, no iron suits to protect them. Just, master assassins. That's about it. But when you take crazy hits, huge falls, and go through explosions like these, I'm sorry, but you should be half past dead or at least have some broken bones all over your body, right? And especially when the Hulk hit Black Widow in the original Avengers, she should have been broken in half. So in Captain Karen, we see her using her photon blasters or whatever the heck they're called to knock away the worst villain in the MCU, but later on, the exact same blaster manages to burn through a door? Where's the consistency here? Is it used to knock someone off, or is it used to burn through things? Right? What's going on here? The fact that a regular human being got blasted by some super powerful energy core and survived is bad enough. You're telling me now that she's somehow bulletproof? Fine, she has her laser powers and the ability to turn into Super Saiyan Karen, right? Fine, okay? But how is she bulletproof? How? There's no explanation to that. She can somehow blast through spaceships without a scratch on her. You kidding me? Or what's that? I'm being unfair because everyone just hates Captain Karen because it's a freaking terrible movie. It's boring. Brie Larson, everyone hates her. She's terrible. She's a terrible actor. Did I mention she was terrible? I did. Did I mention the movie was terrible? I think I did. But I have to mention it again. Captain Marvel is freaking. So if you think I'm being an unfair prick to Brie Larson and Captain Marvel, well, hold your horses. Let's talk about Tony Stark once again. The amount of inconsistencies in his laser blasting powers boggles my mind as to how he constantly gets away with it. Sometimes it blasts through solid metals and buildings, and in Civil War when he blasts Captain America with that exact same blaster, he just gets knocked away. As far as I'm aware, that's a regular ass suit, right, that Captain America is wearing. It's not bulletproof. I think one time it even got cut. And you're telling me that Tony Stark's all-powerful laser or blasters or whatever the hell they are just knocks him away? I mean, Steve Rogers is just a regular human being on steroids. He's not bulletproof, right? Where's the consistency here? And speaking of inconsistencies, let's talk about uneven power levels. Oh boy, where do I begin with this? So, our heroes are underpowered or overpowered depending on what the plot needs them to do. There, I said it. Don't even try to deny it, okay? Black Panther was a freaking badass in Civil War, but somehow looked worse in his own movie. Agree? Vision, who harnessed one of the most powerful weapons, the Infinity Stone or the Mind Stone, with the ability to fly. I suppose he has super strength, he can phase through buildings, he is even worthy enough to carry Thor's hammer. And somehow in Infinity War, he was taken down by some actually he had a name, but one of Thanos' henchmen. And speaking of overpowered, we have Wanda over here with the ability to literally do this, and this, and this. Chose to break Thanos' armor in Avengers Endgame instead of ripping him apart instantly and ending the war or from being extended. And speaking of why didn't you do that, why didn't just Doctor Strange just use his magical spinny thingy on Thanos' gauntlet arm and rip it apart? Why? Why didn't he do that? Oh, he must have been hurt or something. His power was drained or something. No, right? He did that earlier on in the movie to one of Thanos' henchmen. So why didn't he do it to Thanos himself? Because the plot needed him to not do it, so the movie can go on and we can get Avengers Endgame. Am I right? Or am I wrong? I'm right, of course. And I think I mentioned this earlier, but once again, when the whole world is ending and it needed our Avengers to be all powerful, Tony Stark out of nowhere gets a nanotechnology suit that literally does everything, right? So that's that. So to keep it short and simple, superhero films are wild, right? Sometimes they can be all over the place, sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're really bad, or just freaking boring like Captain Karen. Who am I kidding, right? It's a freaking terrible movie, but let's be honest, right? It will always have a special place in my heart. Like legit, I have seen every single superhero film in cinema since 2008. Yeah, legit every single one of them, except Birds of Prey. Like, that was the only one that I did not want anything to do with, right? But other than that, I have seen everyone, like Fan-Fastic, right? Freaking terrible. Captain Marvel, I saw it in cinemas. Did I regret it? Absolutely, right? But I did it anyway, because I love superhero films. I'm willing to give them a chance, but at the end of the day, they're not perfect. A lot of inconsistencies here and there, uneven power levels, some ridiculous stuff. But yeah, they're special. They truly are. And I kind of noticed that I've been shitting on Marvel movies this entire video.